Alright guys, so in this video what I want to do is make it so that when we search something such as bedrooms or price or whatever, that it stays in the form once it shows us the results. So to do that, we're going to edit our search HTML file, but we also want to go to our listings views.py, and I just want to pass in something with our context. So I'm going to add to this, I'm going to add excuse me, I'm going to add values as our key, and then I'm just going to pass in the whole get request. So we're going to say request dot get like that. All right, and then that whatever we search for, if we put like pool and keywords, then request dot get keywords should be available to us as values dot keywords. Okay, so let's go back to search HTML and let's go to our keywords right here, and we're going to add in a value attribute. Okay, so let's say value, and we'll say values, which we just passed in through our context, dot keywords. Okay, let's save that. Let's try that out. So if I go and we go to our home page, I'm just going to reload, and let's search for pool and submit. Okay, so we get our results, and now pool is still there. If I search again for pool, it's still there. Good. It's exactly what we want. So we want to do the same thing for city. So we're going to add in value equals, oops, we want to have our quotes here. So this is going to be values dot city. Now the text fields, the input fields like that, those are easy because we can simply put a value. For the select list, it's a little different. What we want to do is have a conditional in here. So we want to put an if statement. And what we want to search is we want to say if key, okay, so if the key is equal to values dot state. Actually, you know what? We want to put this in here because the way that we make an option selected is we add selected like that, but we need to loop through and decide which one is going to be selected. So this if statement actually needs to go within there. So I'm going to just cut it from here and go right here after the double quote, put a space, put my if statement in. And I think we could get away with doing this on separate lines, so let's do that just to make it look a little neater. So remember, right after the single quote here, and we're going to put our if, and then our end if. Okay, so if the key, okay, right, if the key is equal to, the key is actually the value of the option, but if that's equal to values.state, then we just want to show selected, right? So we're just going to put in here the word selected. We want to add that as an attribute. So that should work. Let's try it out. So I'm going to go to the home page and I'm going to search for California and submit, and now California is still there. Okay, if I submit again, even if I put, let's say pool, let's say city, I don't know, what's a city in California? San Diego. Did I spell that right? I don't know. Submit, and they all stay. Good. So let's go back and let's do the same thing for the other selects. So I'll actually copy, let's see, option, key, and then we did our if statement here. So I'm going to grab this, just this, oops, to the end if, like that. And then we'll go down to the next option. We want to go right after the quote, after the key. I'm going to go on a separate line here and paste that in. Let's tab this over just to look a little better. Okay, but we don't want to do values.state because this is the bedroom field. So we're going to say values.bedrooms. Okay, whatever the name is, because that's what's getting sent to the server. So we'll do that, and then down here we want the price. So again, right after the quote, we'll go right here, paste that in. And we want to say values dot, and this is price. All right, so that should do it. So let's go back and I'm going to go to the home page, and let's just do everything. So pool, city, we'll say Boston, Massachusetts, bedrooms for price 600, and submit, and they're all still there. Okay, and then we could change our search up. So let's change it to something that will actually show up. So we'll say 600. Let's do Norwood. Get rid of pool. And I think Norwood had 4 bedrooms. Yep, there we go. All right, so our search is now working, guys. So I think the next thing that I want to work on is the authentication. We want to be able to register from the front end, log in. Then we'll work on our inquiries. We also want to have messaging. So for instance, when we log in, we want something that says you have been logged in, stuff like that. So Django actually has a messaging app that comes with it by default. So we'll be using that. All right, so I will see you in the next video.